welcome to another edition of Money Talk, brought to you by NuMark Credit Union. Today we're going to be talking about turning your housing dreams into reality. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? I'll introduce our guest here in just a couple of moments. I did want to remind you that you can shrink your payments by moving your auto loan to NuMark. Save on your current car or truck from now through the end of February. Purchase or refi with NuMark and enjoy 90 days to your first payment. NuMark Credit Union has options for you. Learn more and apply by calling NuMark at 815-729-3211 or by visiting their website at NuMarkCU.org. That's NuMarkCU.org. Equal housing lender. Also want to remind you, we're going to be giving away a $25 Visa gift card, compliments of NuMark Credit Union. We'll do that at the end of the program. You just must listen for the next several minutes, and somewhere in the conversation that I have with our guest today, you will get the answer to a question that I'm going to ask. And then you pick up the phone, be the first correct caller on the Turk Furniture studio line at 815-254-7300, and you could win a $25 Visa gift card. That's how it works. Harry Stewart is the Vice President of Mortgage Lending for NuMark Credit Union. Joins us live this morning on the WJOL studio line. Mr. Stewart, good morning, my friend.
Hey, Scott. How's it going?
I'm doing
fine.
fine.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, absolutely. Harry was on with us a couple of weeks ago talking about first-time home buyers. Well, now we're talking about taking those housing dreams and turning them into reality, right?
Yep.
All right. We're going to do that. We got some good questions lined up. We'll have some fun talking to Harry, which we always do. But before we do that, Harry, kind of give us, I guess, a little state of the market, if you will, right now. We are where interest rate-wise, we are still ridiculously low, just not as low as we were.
Exactly. The rates are still historically low. They're higher than they were last year, which definitely affects everybody's housing expense. But they're still historically low. You could still get a 30-year fixed in the 4 or low 4s, and you could still get a 15-year fixed in the mid to low 3s. So they're still historically low. I remember when the rates were 8-9%. Couldn't believe they went down to 7. So everything's relative.
Yeah.
So in that respect, I'd say they're still low.
Yeah, they really are. Absolutely. So let's kind of take a look at the last few weeks or so. We are into, almost through the second month already of 2022. How has the market changed in the last few weeks since we talked?
I wouldn't say it's changed too much. I'd say the rates are inching up just because of the inflation scares. But the big thing that we're dealing with is it's a seller's market, and there's not a ton of inventory out there. And I remember back when we started doing this radio show, I'd be driving to work, and we wouldn't see any new construction, because that was right after the 2008, 2009 kind of real estate meltdown. So we wouldn't see a ton of new construction, and I think we're paying for it now because there's just not enough homes out there for everyone.
Well, you're right, Harry. I don't know if I told you this stat last time you were on or not, but as of 2 weeks ago or so in Shannon, we had 2 houses for sale. That's all, just 2. And that's crazy. A town of nearly 14,000 people has 2 homes for sale.
There's probably 50 people that want those 2 homes. So in that respect, how, what's going to differentiate you from the other 49 buyers, that are looking at those homes? And sometimes it's, you don't want to go crazy with over offering, and other people will just come in and buy it for cash. It's tough to compete in a market like this.
Yeah. But don't you think it would be worth, Harry, overpaying to be my neighbor?
I would definitely do that.
All right, I'm joking. Okay, so let's talk about building a home. I learned something recently. Actually, this morning I learned it. I learned that when you build a home, your mortgage rate, your interest rate is not locked in until near completion. That is true. I didn't realize that, Harry.
Yeah. Which could be kind of scary, the way the rates are going. Usually we can lock rates for up to 120 days. Some places will lock to 180 days, but you're paying a premium whenever you lock something out that far. So if just for example, I talked low fours as being a 30-year fix. That would be on like a 30 or 45-day lock. If you're going out 120, 180 days, you're probably looking at rate of maybe 4.5 or 4.625 just to get that lock out that long. So I don't know anybody that does it for a year.
Right.
And that's usually what it's going to take as far as the new construction. I would
Yeah.
figure out 12 months, and I've heard nightmare stories where it's taken almost 2 years to complete a house, and some of the express homes, I guess, can go up in about 9, but that's still cutting it close.
Yeah, it certainly is. All right, so does it make sense in these times, Ari, to build a home?
You know what? I'm not against building a home, especially if you have a punch list of everything that you want in your next home. Like maybe you want X amount of square feet, X amount of bedrooms. You want like a walk-in pantry, a kitchen that doesn't need much work. Maybe an island. So if you have different things on your punch list, maybe you want a swimming pool or a finished basement. But if those are on your punch list and you can't find the perfect home that you want, I'm not against building. In fact, it might be the only way you're going to get in the house that you want. It just might cost a lot more in the long run. So
Yeah, and I was also told that building supplies are starting to come down just a little bit. Are you hearing the same thing?
yeah, I think there was like supply shortages with certain things.
Yep.
If you're waiting for, like, I know someone that she was waiting for a staircase to come in, and it held up the inspection, but it was about 4 months to get that staircase. So that was the last thing that was waiting, but they were waiting on it. And I guess if you're just gonna do the Menard stairs, and just get the common stairs there, you probably wouldn't be waiting that long. But for anything specific that you want, you might be waiting a while for it.
Okay. Harry Stewart joining us. He is the Vice President of Mortgage Lending at NuMark Credit Union. Today we're talking here on Money Talk, brought to you by NuMark, about turning your housing dreams into reality. All right, let's talk about the reasons people want to buy an existing home, and there are many.
Well, I would say you'd want to buy an existing home. Convenience, the cost is typically a little bit lower. You kind of visualize like what it's going to take to put that house the way you want it, like as far as home improvements. Some things you might just need some paint, but everybody that I know that look at homes, they always see it as them moving in. Like, hey, I could do this, I could do that. I could remodel this kitchen. It'll cost X amount of dollars. So everybody always has their own plans for existing homes, and I think it's a great way to go. Especially now. Like I said, I'm not against building a home, but you could use some of the funds you would use toward the down payment towards the home improvements and kind of build that into your final price.
Yeah. When people want to improve their home and add value at the same time, especially if they're getting ready to sell or whatever, or if they think they're going to sell in a year or two, what type of home improvements actually can add value to the home?
That's a good question. I would say the big ones are going to be like kitchen and bathrooms always add a lot of value. Additions, obviously, a garage if you didn't have a garage on your home. Regular stuff like roofs or windows, they add value, but not to the amount that you would think. The big ones are going to be kitchens and bathrooms, additions, stuff like that would add. And that's actually super common right now. People are deciding not to move, and they're deciding to do additions or finish basements or just finish up or do home improvements on the home they have now, because it's the market right now is so tight. They sometimes just give up and say, hey, I could put 2 bedrooms in my basement if I finish it, and they're doing like cash out refinances or different home equity line products.
Harry, at the same time, though, you want to add value to your home, but there's a diminishing point, I think, also, where, okay, so we're going to sell, let's renovate the kitchen. Let's spend $30 renovating the kitchen. Are you going to get your money back in cases like that?
I don't think you'd get it dollar for dollar, but the way the market's going, as far as like what'll happen is a home will go on the market, let's say Friday, and they'll say we're going to open all the bids on Monday and decide which one's best. So it's almost like you're getting 20 different offers, and those offers, some of the offers will be a lot higher than listing price. So I think if there's ever a market that you're going to get dollar for dollar on your improvements, it's probably this market.
Yeah, you're right. There's no reason to do it, right? Go through all the trouble and having to displace your family. Yeah, I mean, it's going to sell anyway.
Yeah, because in the past, buyers would be like, hey, I need this fixed, I need this fixed, I need this fixed, and today's markets is like, nice try, take it as is or don't take it,
Right.
So they got 19 other people lined up. So,
not that this is a big thing here in Joliet, it is more so Naperville, well, any suburb, Hinsdale, Naperville, Westmont, tear downs. Let's talk a little bit about tear downs. We don't see a ton of them around here, at least maybe I haven't noticed. But let's talk about whether to make home improvements or tear down and rebuild your home. I know why they do it up north. They want the bigger houses, and they want those old neighborhoods with the big trees and, that type of feel. Plus, there's no land available in Naperville and in Hinsdale and Oak Brook and places like that. What about around here?
Yeah, well, you know what? If there's a specific area that you want to be in, and it's that popular area, like the downtown Naperville, I would even extend that to like Wheaton or Elmhurst, or maybe downtown St. Charles or Geneva. If there's a certain area that you want to be where you can walk to everything and it's kind of close to the train and everything, it might make sense to tear down a house. That actually takes quite a bit of money, because you basically have to pay cash for that house that you're going to tear down. Because if you took on a mortgage, you can't really just destroy the collateral on the lot, without the mortgage company having a problem with it. But if you could afford to do that or buy that for cash and then get a construction loan on there, it might be worth it. It's obviously would be in the area that you'd want. So
yeah, no, go ahead.
It's common. People are doing it all the time. You see like these small ranches just getting torn down, and then you see these like mini mansions going up in 12 months in the same spot.
Yeah. So how do we get this whole process started? Somebody wants to make big home improvements. Somebody wants to tear down and rebuild. Somebody wants to, move forward in, turning their housing dreams into reality. Give us a 3 or 4 or 5-step process.
Yeah, the thing is, give us a call. Let us see what works best for you. A lot of people will start off with just a pre-approval. Hey, we're looking to buy, and then the phone call comes in, 3, 4, 5 months later. Hey, we're not finding the right home. We're looking to build, or we're looking to go with a builder. And we could help with all those processes. You could always go to our website, the www.numarkcu.org, and apply online, or you could give us a call, and one of our mortgage loan originators will walk you through the whole process.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Well, Harry, I think that's everything that we need to cover here today. Did we leave anything out?
I think the gift card.
Well, I got the gift card. I know that. Absolutely. Yeah. But I just don't know if there's anything else as far as mortgages or anything else.
Yesterday too.
I did.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
for that.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Harry,
Awesome.
just in case you know, I don't, have Harry on here because I have to. I have Harry on here because I want to because he's my mortgage guy. You're my guy, and I needed some tax documents, and Harry sent them over to me. So thank you very much for that.
Awesome. No problem.
That's the kind of service you get, ladies and gentlemen, at NuMark Credit Union. Mr. Harris, dude, I will spring you. I will talk to a caller here momentarily. You have yourself a wonderful day. If I need anything else, I will reach out to you.
Awesome. You too, Scott.
See you, bud. I'm not just a radio announcer, folks. I'm also a customer. Yes, I am. All right, so so much there. Where do we want to go with the question? Oh, I have one. Near the very end, we were talking about teardowns, and I mentioned, I think it was 3 suburbs where they are prominent. Actually, 4. Name me one of them where I said teardowns are prominent. I said not so much, if at all, here in Joliet. I at least haven't seen any. But I mentioned 4 different suburbs. Name one, and you get a $25 Visa gift card. Compliments of NuMark Credit Union. 815-254-7300. Hi, good morning. You're on WJOL Radio. Who am I speaking to?
Good morning, Scott. Mary.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am fine. Mary, you know what the teardowns I'm talking about, right?
Yep, worked right there.
They're gorgeous. What was one of the suburbs that I mentioned?
Naperville.
Yeah, Naperville. Absolutely gorgeous, especially if you go around North Central College. Oh, my word.
Yep.
Absolutely
Big,
spectacular.
huge, beautiful.
Monster.
Yes.
So you have to buy the house that's there. So let's do some math real quick. You have to buy the house that's there. That's probably, what, for a 1,800 square foot ranch, 700,000 or 800,000 around North Central College?
More than that.
Yeah. Yeah, more than
that,
okay,
yeah.
so $1 million. And then you build a $2 or $3 million house on top of that? Where's people get their
That's
money?
what they're doing.
How do I sign up for a job like that?